Hey guys, I am Sheldon Steele here with eXp Realty, and then I've got one of our awesome, incredible loan partners, Chad Foe, United Wholesale Lending.
Thanks for having me.
No, I appreciate it, man. We're gonna have some fun with this one, but hey, we wanted to show you one of our new projects that we're taking on. One of our iBuyers from our iBuyer program owns this one, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of run through it, show you guys a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah, I think it's important to show the audience like what goes into a flip, what the thought process is going into it, and how they can apply that to their own business and lead generation as well.
Awesome. Well, let's go check it out, have some fun, huh? So, I'd say this is probably one of the most unique things about this house that we kind of fell in love with. And the story behind these things is these actually came from a monastery in Japan that the buyer literally, or excuse me, the former owner seller, actually took apart piece by piece and had shipped over here. So,
you know, I know a lot of people out there wonder, like, how do you know when there's a good buy? Like, what are you guys looking for, and why did you guys decide to purchase this house?
You know, this one's a little different than most, right? Most of the time you're looking for predictability, right? You want to stay in neighborhoods where you've got good comps and it's easy to project out value, but there's times that opportunity, I guess would be the way to say it, comes up. And this one, there's just so much uniqueness to it that it's one of those properties that in my honesty, somebody's gonna walk into this thing and before they even step into the house is gonna go, hey, we're buying this place.
Yep.
I mean, it's that unique, that pristine, but location obviously is a huge factor too, right? We're in a highly desirable area, very little inventory. We're over an acre. I mean, obviously you can see just the hardscape alone in this place is unbelievable. This one's delicate in the sense that we've got to find a way to preserve like the originality and the architectural flavor to it, because it does have that. But how do you do that and still update it and bring it a little more modern to, you know, today's buyer's taste? So it's a delicate line in that one. But yeah, no, absolutely. Like keeping a lot of these statues here and just the little knickknacks and stuff you'll see in the landscaping, that stuff's got to stay because it's just, it's ingrained in what makes it so cool. Yeah. That's one kind of thing about this house too. We're trying to decide where's the front door. Because, I mean, if you live here, you're probably coming through here because that gate's a little easier, right? If you're trying to impress guests, you're probably coming through the 18th century Montessori doors or whatever, because you've got like this super impressive area where you've got more fountains and you know, just kind of courtyard space, and then obviously the second koi pond. But come check this thing out. I know it's almost set up like two kitchens, really, right? You've almost got kind of like a little butler's galley kitchen there, and then you've got your larger entertaining space. Yeah. I don't know, the first thing I see, especially with kind of the feel of this place, is everything all cleaned out, opened up, a couple nice platters.
Something you mentioned to me earlier is that this is like 10% of what was here before.
Yeah, and that might even be generous in that. It was one of those houses when you originally walk in that you're shuffling down aisleways. Yeah.
So I know a question that I have, and I'm sure a lot of people have, is, you know, you come into a project like this, there's a lot to do. How do you decide like what you want to do to the house? What's important as far as upgrades, fixtures, the changes you're going to do to increase the value of the property and try to create profitability? But how do you decide that, and then deciding on a budget?
Yeah, you know, normally, like I said, that's a lot easier with kind of your track home type style stuff, because it's coming, all right, our kitchen's this much, our bathroom's this much, flooring, right? We can pretty much come in, it's checklist, kind of rinse and repeat. This one, you're dealing with very unique circumstances and items and details. So this one really was kind of a come through, okay, assess what we've got, and then it's, you know, in this case, right, flooring is needed, obviously. Paint is needed, that's pretty much a standard. Bathrooms, we're gonna have some decisions to make. I mean, there's some
whether you got them or
I mean,
whether you keep them.
Right, and then it kind of comes down to a math equation and working it backwards of, okay, we're if we do this, we're projecting we can get this in return. So sometimes it's worth it to come through and do everything. Other cases, it makes more sense to kind of scale it back a little bit and watch your returns, because it's not always best case scenario to come in and gut the whole thing, redo everything.
So hey, if you're a realtor out there that wants to align yourself with realtors and investors that actually know what they're doing, that flip properties, and that's maybe something that you want to get into, or an area that you want to explore and learn, you know, Sheldon is definitely the guy that you want to talk to. Not only in the flip business, but how to grow your business internally, sell more deals, and ultimately create more income for yourself and your family that'll ultimately change your life. So I think, you know, reaching out to him is something you absolutely have to do. And I know for myself, he's a dear friend and taught me so much. So reach out to him, Sheldon Steele, eXp Realty.